Hey guys, welcome back to another video and welcome back. And this time again, I am Crypto Kid away from home, I guess. Now it's much cooler than it is in Dubai where I am, enjoying the holidays. I hope you're enjoying with family. And I hope this is the last video you watch today on YouTube so you can go on, enjoy New Year's Eve and go into the new year with your family and friends, having some good time away from the screen. But today's video is of course important, so do watch this one because we're gonna do a 2023 crypto predictions in the markets and see what I like personally feel may happen in this next year. And again, nothing I say is financial advice, it's just my own opinion and what I overlook the markets as. Also today I'm also going to drop a recap video of 2022, so if you want to watch that, if you're a crypto beginner, I'd also recommend watching that video as well, but that's later today. But let's jump into the video without talking too much. So yeah, let's begin. But this time, I'm not going to jump into the chart. So first of all, I took some notes down, so I'm going to read that for you. So I think, right, the year is going to kick off pretty tough, right? I think the first quarter of the Q1 of 2023, it's going to be tough because of geopolitical reasons. It's pretty tight, and also the economy is still going down. Like, we are pre-recession right now. You could say the recession's hit already, but I think it's going to get much worse in terms of inflation as well, adding to that. So I think the average person is going to have a much less buying power. So I think retail for crypto and other stocks is going to go down because people just cannot have the money to invest right now, especially in risky assets. So that could cause Bitcoin to come down. And if you watch the video I made yesterday and the day before, links to that in the top of the description, you could see the technical targets I have for Bitcoin. So make sure to watch that. But I think we will come down, most definitely. Personally, I think we will, because again, the retail buyers will not have enough money to buy into risky assets to risk their money away, while they need to buy necessities such as food, etc., which has already gone up in price due to inflation. But I think it's also a good opportunity if you have money that you're not afraid to lose and that you can risk and invest in these times. Because again, if you look at institutions, institutions won't invest also in risky assets during high recession and high inflation, because it's just too risky for them and they don't want to have too much exposure to an asset that won't, like a bond for example, give you a net average return. So institutions will refrain away from investing in cryptocurrencies and other risky assets. Therefore, prices will be at very big lows. And this is where the retail trader like you and me, we can come in and take advantage of this and invest in these prices where institutions are not investing and make phenomenal returns in the long term. So if you are a long-term investor with money that you're not afraid to lose, then risky assets, again, not financial advice, consult with your broker, your financial advisor, but it may be a good time to be dollar cost averaging in the next couple of months into crypto and other risky assets that you may have researched and want to invest into, because I personally think it may be a good time to be buying here, as this may be the bottom in the next couple of months. So that's what I think. The second thing is that I think crypto adoption will have massive growth. Now, the main reason for this is so many countries around the world, they're going into hyperinflation. And because they're going to hyperinflation, like countries such as Turkey, Myanmar, a lot of countries, right? You can Google up, you're seeing Argentina, you're seeing Brazil. These countries are having massive inflation. And the problem is, right, their dollar reserves are decreasing, and a lot of multinationals, they transact their goods using American USD. They transact using dollars because dollar is the reserve currency of the world. However, these countries, they're facing dollar shortages. Therefore, it's very hard for multinationals and institutions to be trading their goods and services using American dollars, and they don't want to trade using a hyperinflationary currency, like for example the Turkish lira or the Brazilian pesos, I believe. But they don't want to be trading with these currencies, so it's super hard for them to do business with, and there's a lot of restrictions, etc. So the only way to overcome this is through crypto, through Bitcoin. The way that institutions will be able to transfer their money and sell their goods, sell their assets, will be through Bitcoin. or other cryptocurrencies. However, for this to happen, there has to be massive, massive regulation because there is no, very viable way of doing taxation. And for businesses to operate, there has to be strict tax laws that businesses have to pay. Therefore, I think regulation in crypto will be super massive next year, especially in the US. And this will be forced by institutions and then adopted by them massively in the next couple of months or years even, right? This may not be just for 2023, but I'm speaking long term. So if this happens, this is massive. That means trillions could be coming into Bitcoin. So this would be awesome. And also crypto being regulated will also be a safer environment for a lot of investors, etc. So, stuff like FTX don't happen again. However, I think DeFi may explode as well due to this regulation, and so many people will be shifting to DeFi. So I think DeFi might be a very important space to understand and to potentially build and develop in. And the final point I want to mention is that I think NFTs will also be pushing vigorously. I think NFT adoption, it was just profile pic based NFTs, right? It was just NFTs. Their only utility was to have profile pics. You could stake it for some token, right? That then crashes after everyone sells. So I think we're going to move away from that to, okay, yeah, we had some real world, whatever, but I think we're going to move away from that into the consumer blockchain. We're not going to see JPEGs, etc. being sold. I'm not hating NFTs. I did NFTs for like solid 6 months. I just did NFTs, and I understand this space very, very well, and I really do like the space. I think it's revolutionary, but I think we're going to shift away from that into the consumer blockchain, which Gary Vee talks a lot about, and I recommend to Google Gary Vee on YouTube and search consumer blockchain. So consumer blockchain is stuff like healthcare, stuff like logistics. These areas, they will see massive push in blockchain in terms of incorporating the blockchain into their current technology to revolutionize this. And so many companies such as Emirates, big companies, they're adopting, especially the metaverse as well now, which again, the metaverse is also different from crypto and blockchain. Blockchain is just a way to improve the metaverse. However, metaverse will also be incredibly huge, I believe, next year as well, and going into the years ahead for obvious reasons. I mean, go watch Ready Player One, right? You'll see the problems there, and then you can compare that to real life situations. For training employees, you need the metaverse. You don't need to pay costs to, fly them in from another country, then train the pilots, for example, in simulators, and then, pay for their accommodation, etc. That's all going to be done in the metaverse. So there's hundreds of different examples, right? But I think the metaverse and consumer blockchain is also going to be pretty big, if not next year, in the years to come. So I think I would diversify in these areas and not just stick to Bitcoin as well. And personally as well, for me next year, my goals is, I'm personally working on like how I want to define myself. Of course, I'm 15, right? So I'm trying a bunch of different things. I'm trying a bunch of different styles of content. I'm trying to discover who I am. And I think like this video is different to the videos that I've done before, and I'm just trying to find myself. So please do make sure to subscribe and leave a like, and I really do appreciate it, right? So I'm trying to grow this. I'm trying to be an influence to the younger generation, to Gen Z, to young people, that age does not set a barrier to your success. It's just your mindset that differs you from everyone else. If you have a good mindset, if you can bring results to the table and execute your ideas, then that's it. It's done. It doesn't matter if you're 15. It doesn't matter if you're 70. So that's the message that I'm going to be trying to bringing on next year and build this Crypto Kid brand a bit more. But that's it for me, guys. I hope you had a wonderful new year. I know this year had its problems for crypto, especially, I mean, now that you could see it as, a lot of these fakers, a lot of these people who are just trying to scam people and just make their money off, they've been put into jail, right? So they are out of this. There's still people like this in, but I think regulation will push them out even more. So I think this space is going to be a lot healthier. I think it can be developed a lot more healthy, and regulations will help with this too, especially next year and the years to come. But again, that's it for me, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like. I was gonna go into charts and stuff like Bitcoin. Again, Bitcoin's not looking nice, guys. I think, personally, it's the new year. Just spend some time with the family. Family's number one, right? So spend some time with the family. We are forming like a bearish continuation pattern on the macro chart that could take us down. But again, I did some TA in my last couple of videos, which you can go and watch as well. But that's it from me, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Take care. Happy New Year, and to everyone, wishing health, success, and everything. So yeah, take care, guys. See you, and bye bye.